Welcome to the City of Bakersfield Planning Commission meeting. This television broadcast is made available through cooperation with the local cable companies, the County of Kern, and the City of Bakersfield. The Planning Commission meets on the first and third Thursdays of each month. You can watch the rebroadcast of this meeting Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. The planning meeting agenda is posted on the city's website at www.bakersfieldcity.us. Presiding over today's meeting, Barbara Lomas.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to call to order the February 1st, 2018 Planning Commission meeting. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll slowly?
Commissioner Lomas.
Here.
Commissioner Bell.
Here.
Commissioner Cater.
Here.
Commissioner Coleman.
Here.
Commissioner Rudnick. Commissioner Strong. Commissioner Wade.
Here.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For that. Okay, here we go. We will skip the pleasantries of our greeting to the public, since this is a pretty short meeting and not a lot of people in the audience. So we're going to move on to agenda item number 3, public statements. We'll now receive public statements. This is the time reserved for anyone wishing to address the commission on any matter not on the consent calendar public hearings portion of the agenda. If you are here on items 5A or 5B, this is not the time to speak. Does anyone in the audience wish to address the commission? If so, please come forward and state your name. Not seeing anybody, we'll move on to agenda item number 4, consent calendar non-public hearing. These agenda items typically involve housekeeping or administrative matters that do not require a public hearing. Does any commissioner wish to remove a consent calendar non-public hearing item for separate consideration? Not seeing anyone, then may I have a motion to adopt staff's recommendation on the consent calendar non-public hearing items?
I'll make a motion.
Commissioner Cater, may I have a second?
I'll second that.
And Commissioner Wade, this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Lomas.
Yes.
Commissioner Bell.
Yes.
Commissioner Cater.
Yes.
Commissioner Coleman.
Yes.
Commissioner Wade.
Yes.
And we're moving on to agenda item 5, consent calendar public hearings. The next agenda section includes public hearing items that are considered routine or non-controversial. These items have been reviewed by staff and are conditioned in accordance with the requirement of the municipal code. The Community Development Director, actually Ms. Ying, will read each of the items on the consent calendar to ensure the public has an understanding of all the items to be considered. If you would like to speak on an item, please come forward after the items are read and ask that the item be removed for discussion. If no items are removed by a member of the public or a commissioner, the commission will then vote on all the items together in one motion without further comment. Ms. Ying.
Good evening. Item 5A is an extension of time for vesting tentative track map 6137. It is generally located off of Alfred Harold Highway at the northeast corner of Palladino and Masterson Street. Originally, the track consists of 316 lots for single-family development on 343 acres. And they are requesting an extension of time of 3 additional years to allow time for them to complete recordation of the other phases. Item 5B is zone change 17-0161. Greenfield Assembly of God and Liberty Christian Center Church is the property owner, and they are requesting a zone change of their existing church facility on 9.7 acres at 8801 South 8th Street from an R1 one family dwelling zone to an R1 CH church zone. And this item is being requested to be continued to February 15th to allow the applicant to place their on-site public hearing notices. And with that, that's the completion of the public hearing consent calendar. Thank you.
Thank you. Sounds pretty straightforward. At this time, I will open all of the consent calendar public hearing items. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to speak on a consent calendar public hearing item? Not seeing anyone. Does any commissioner wish to remove a consent calendar public hearing item? Also not seeing anyone. At this time, the public hearing on...
Commissioner Lomas, real.
I'm ready for
Okay.
you, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if Andy briefed you or not.
He did. So at this time, we will close consent calendar 5A, and we will, 5B will remain open, and until date specific, February 15th, the next meeting.
That's perfect.
Thank you. It's not my first rodeo. May I get a motion to adopt staff's recommendation on the consent calendar public hearing items, incorporating all staff memoranda and revised staff recommendations, if any? Commissioner Cater.
I will make the motion.
Thank you. Commissioner Wade.
I'll second that.
There we go. We have a roll call vote. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Lomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Cater,
Yes.
Commissioner Coleman,
Yes.
Commissioner Wade.
Yes.
And on to communications.
No communications.
Thank you for that. Any commissioner comments? Nothing, and we are adjourned. Thank you and good night.